Hello dear children, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Today again we are back with the second chapter of your book and we are back with Acknowledge series by Abid Publishing House. I am Vandana and we are doing part 7 and this is the cover page of your book. Let's click a trendy way to learn computers. So we are going to begin with a new chapter and it is chapter 2 and the name of the chapter is Advanced Feature in MS Excel 2019. So we have already learned about MS Excel in our smaller classes. Here we are going to learn about some of the advanced features of this. Let's begin with the chapter. In this chapter we will learn advanced features in MS Excel 2019 in detail. What are the things that we are going to learn? We are going to learn about charts in Excel, creating a chart, data validation, goal seek, and then types of charts, sorting data, adding subtotal, conditional formatting, components of a chart, filtering data and pivot table. So let's begin. First comes the different charts in Excel. A chart, what is a chart? Let's read. A chart is a pictorial representation of data. Means this is a chart. So in the picture form we represent the data. The data is organized and represented in a picture form, that is called a chart. Charts make it easier to draw comparison and analysis of great relationships and trends among the values in a range. So all these things are the benefits of making charts. When you insert a chart, the data is displayed in a specific window called data sheet. So whenever we make a chart, a specific window is used and what is that called? It is called data sheet. When the data changes, the chart is updated automatically. So whenever we change the data, the chart is updated. Now the types of charts that we are going to learn, different types of charts are available in Excel. Here we will use the data as shown in the figure given alongside. Some of the most commonly used charts are as follows. First comes the column chart. Here is the example of column chart. In this we can see different columns are made. So what is it? It is commonly used chart type to display data in the form of vertical bars. So these are the vertical bars. Data is displayed in the form of vertical bars here. Next, it is used to show changes in data over a period of time. So here we can see it is like a bar graph that we use. So here we can see the data shows us ups and down in the number of pens sold. So this is like a bar graph. In the column chart, the categories are organized along the horizontal axis and the values along the vertical axis. So here we can see the categories are here and the values are written here. So this is our column chart. Now let's quickly come to the next chart. Next is the line chart. We can see the example is in front of us. Here lines are made to depict the line chart. A line chart is in the form of lines. It uses connecting dots. So it starts from here, then dot is connected to here, then another dot, then another dot and dots and dots. So all the dots are interconnected. एक साथ connected होते हैं इसमें. And it uses connecting dot to show trend of data over the period of time. Each line in the chart shows a change in the value of one item. So whatever item we are using, here we are using the number of pens sold. So what is the change in the data? How many pens are sold in the given period of time? On Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, how many pens are sold? So this data is represented here through the line chart. Next comes the pie chart. We have also learned about this in our maths. Yes. So pie chart displays data in the form of circle that make up the data series to the sum of items. So whatever items, what is the percentage that is displayed here? in different colors. Different colors are used here. It also shows only one data series and is useful when you want to emphasize on the significant element. So if we want to emphasize on a single element, we use this pie chart. Next comes the bar chart. A bar chart displays the comparison amongst individual items as a set of horizontal bars. So in the previous chart, which was our column chart, we can see the data is written in the form of vertical bars, and here the data is in the horizontal, in the form of horizontal bars. This bar chart is similar to the column chart, except that this type of chart, in this type of chart the values are represented on the horizontal axis, whereas categories are represented on the vertical axis. So in that chart we saw these were written here at the bottom and these values were written here in this side. So this is the basic difference between these two charts. Next is donut chart. A donut chart is similar to a pie chart, except that it can be used to plot more than one data series. So as we know what is a donut, we have already we are familiar with a donut. So a donut looks like this that I have drawn here. It is hollow from here, इसमें बीच में से खाली होता है donut, and we can eat this part. This part can be eaten. So this chart looks like a donut, बीच में से खाली, and the circles, everything is represented. So here also Sunday, Monday, all the values are written here in the form of donuts. So a donut chart is similar to a pie chart. It is same, एकदम pie chart जैसा होता है ये, that it can be used to plot more than one data series. Data series is represented by individual rings. So we can see small rings are made related to each value. Each section on the ring displays the contribution of an individual item to the total of all the items in a particular series. Next comes the scatter chart, XY chart. This is also called as XY chart because here X and Y axis are used. A scatter chart plots each dot point with a marker. Here we can see there are some points made in a book. So here the data is scattered everywhere. Unlike the line chart, तो जब भी हम लाइन चार्ट यूज़ करते हैं हम क्या करते हैं, उसमें वैसे डॉट्स रहते हैं, उसमें हम लाइन से उन्हें जो है डेटा को जोड़ देते हैं. बट इन दिस स्कैटर चार्ट इट इज़ नॉट सो. So unlike the line chart, the x axis of the scatter chart has numbers and not text labels. So here we can see numbers are written, text is not written here. So x axis marks the space according to their values and not just evenly spaced along the axis. Scatter charts are useful to plot relationship between linked sets of number. So for example, height and weight. So here we use the numbers in this scatter chart, and in this all the things are linked between the numbers and the sets. So these two are linked with each other in the scatter chart. For example, height, weight, they go same to same, एक साथ चलते हैं ये दोनों. Price and sales, इन ये दोनों भी एक साथ चलते हैं. So in this case we use the scatter chart. The points on the scatter chart can be connected with a line, but it is often used without connecting line. इन लाइन्स को हम आपस में जोड़ तो सकते हैं, लेकिन इन्हें बिना कनेक्ट किए ही यूज़ किया जाता है. You might use a scatter chart when your chart has many data points, but there is no particular trend in the rise or fall. तो जब भी हमें राइज या फिर फॉल की चिंता नहीं है कि प्राइस राइज हुए हैं या सेल्स राइज हुआ है या गिरा है, तो इस केस में हम स्कैटर चार्ट को यूज करते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज एरिया चार्ट. एन एरिया चार्ट इज सिमिलर टू अ लाइन चार्ट. तो ये जो एरिया चार्ट है ये भी लाइन चार्ट की तरह ही है, बट द डेटा पॉइंट मार्कर्स are not displayed on the area beneath the lines is filled with color. So, but in this, these lines are filled with color and the data point markers are not displayed here. An area chart emphasizes the magnitude of change in the data over time. So, time to time जो data change हो रहा है ये उसको depict करता है. It is mainly used to represent sales and production figure. So, in this what we do, we use, it is used only when we are talking about sales and production figures. Next comes the radar chart. A radar chart plots data in concentric circles. So, here we can see all these points are joined together to make a concentric circle. Each data series is plotted along a separate axis from the center point to the outer ring. Lines connected values from the same series. So, this is a center point and center point से ये बाहर की तरफ data जाता है. So, some data is coming here and this is the loss, this is the gain, this is the gain, again here is the gain, loss and again gain and gain. So, all these points are connected from the center. Centers in lines को दूर तक जाते हैं, बीच से निकल के दूर तक जाते हैं and then these all lines are connected with each other. It is called as radar chart. So, as we can see there is a network cable here and all the people living in that area, this network goes to everyone. So, this is the same work of our radar chart. All the lines are joined together for making this radar chart. Next, components of a chart. A chart is described using various elements. Some elements are given here. Marks of students of class 7th A are given here and it is marked with a blue color. Here the name of students are given and here how much marks did they get and in each subject that is written and the marks is written here on this axis. So, name of students are here and the marks that they got. So, Ankul got 80 marks. So, this is the line of 80. Akshay got 60. So, this is the line of 60. Abni got 76. So, it is between 70 and 80. 76 is here. Ankita got 50. 50 is here. Bhavi 68. So, here it is between 60 to 70 as we use in our bar graph in our maths. We have to do the same thing here. And next Bhupendra got 90. So, 90 marks is here. So, we can see the graph here which student got the highest marks and which student got the lowest marks. It can be easily seen from here. Without seeing their names, we can easily identify that this got the highest and this child got the lowest marks. So, it is divided into, there are many elements in this. Let's see what are they. First is the chart area. It is the area within which all the chart components are found. Next, category axis. It is the horizontal axis on the chart and it is known as X axis. So, next comes the value axis. Category is the horizontal and value is the vertical axis of the chart and it is also known as Y axis. Data series are the bars. These are the bars, slices and other elements that represent the data value. So, these are the 4 components. Let's see some more components. Next is axis tiles. These are the headings given to X and Y axis. So, whatever heading we give to these axes, it is called axis tiles. Chart tiles, it is the heading of the chart and it helps the user to understand what the chart represents. Chart किस चीज़ के बारे में है? So, we can get it to know by this chart tiles. Next is plot area, is the area containing the chart, axis and the grid lines. Whatever lines we are making to join that is the plot area. Next is grid lines. These are either horizontal or vertical lines depending on the select chart type. So whatever chart we have selected, it depends on that. Grid lines make it easy to read and understand. So it is very easy to understand grid lines. Next is legend. It depicts the color, pattern and symbol assigned to a data series. Data label, it is a title given to the data markers in a chart. Next is data table. It is a table containing the value of each data series, whatever values there in the data, it consists of that value, usually displayed below a chart. So this data table is always displayed below the chart that we have made. So these were the components of chart. Now we are going to learn about how can we create a chart. To create a chart, there are some steps given. So here we can see there are two window screens in front of us, and here we are inserting a chart. So here the marks of some students are given, and we have inserted this chart here. Let's see how can we do that. We have to type the data as given below. In this, first we have to type the data, and then we have to click on the insert tab. From there we have to go to the charts group option and click on the insert column chart option, and then select the chart subtype from the list. So here we can see different chart subtypes are given. We have to select the chart that we want to display, and then the chart appears on the worksheet. Two new tabs, design and format, appears on the ribbon. So after selecting this, two new tabs will come in front of us, and the name of them are design and format, appears on the ribbon under the charts tool. Whenever you click on the chart, these tabs contain options for editing and formatting the chart that we have inserted here. Adding an axis style. How can we add an axis style? So here we can see axis style is inserted. To add an axis style, click on the chart and follow the steps. We have to first select the chart that is to be edited. Next, we have to go to the design tab in the charts tool. Then we have to click on the add chart element option. Click on the axis option in the chart layout group and click on the primary horizontal or primary vertical option. So after clicking here, what will happen? This axis title will be inserted, and here we can write down the name of our chart. Next is adding a chart title. How can we add a chart title? So here we can see the chart title is added here. We have to select the chart, then we have to go to the design tab in the charts tool, click on add chart element, then we have to go to chart title option in the chart layout group, and then click on the desired option, type the text in the chart title box. So here the box is in front of us, we have to type the text that we want to display there. After typing the text, we have to click outside the chart. After writing the name, we have to click outside the chart. So the name will be displayed as here. Similarly, you can add legends, data labels, data table using add chart element option in the chart layout group on the design tab under the charts tool. So all the things, all the components that we learn in this chapter, that can be inserted in the same way that we have done here. Changing the chart type or subtype. So we have inserted this chart, and now I want to change the chart type. How can we do that? We have to select the chart first and then click on the design tab in the charts tool option, and then click on the change chart type in the type group. From here, after clicking here, what will happen? The change chart type dialog box will appear, and we have to select the new chart that we want to insert. So after clicking there, after clicking on the OK button, the chart type gets changed. So this was the chart earlier, and now the chart has changed to the new one. Changing the chart style. How can we change the style of the chart? So to change the style, we have to first select the chart, Then click on the design tab in the charts tool. Click on more button in the chart style, a list of different styles. We can see here different styles are here, and we can select the style from here and then select that, click on OK button, and the chart appears with a new style. Next comes sorting data. How can we sort data and what it means? Let's learn it. Sorting data it means arranging data either in the ascending or the descending order. You already know what is ascending and descending order. Means छोटे से बड़ा या फिर data को बड़े से छोटे में ऊपर नीचे convert करना. So as we do in ascending and descending order. Data can be stored in rows and on the basis of text, number, combination of text and the numbers or dates. So all these things written here, these all can be sorted. Once the data is organized, it becomes easy to work with. तो जब भी हमारा data organize हो जाएगा तो हम आसानी से उसमें work कर सकते हैं. Now we are going to sort the data given here. To sort the data, some steps are given. We have to select the range of cells containing the data to be sorted. So this is the cell that we want to sort. Next, we have to click on the sort option in the sort and filter. So here we can see sort and filter is here, and we have to click there. Next, on the data tab, the sort dialog box will appear in front of us. This is a box. Then select the column on the basis of which you want to sort the data. तो जैसे भी हमें name के according sort करना है, address के according या फिर salary के according, we can sort the data. We can enter that thing here and the data will be sorted accordingly. Select the value option from the sort drop down option and select the order of sorting, and then just click on the OK button. Fact board to sort the list. This icon based on one column A to Z. So here we can see Z to A is sorted and A to Z is sorted. Means it is in the descending order and it is in the ascending order. Both are here. Select any cell in the column and click on the sort A to Z button for ascending and Z to A for descending order in the sort and filter group on the data tab. These options are also available in the editing group on the home tab. So another way is given here of sorting the data. We can use this. Next is filtering data. How can we filter it? So first let's learn what is filter. The filter feature, what is the use of a filter? As we use filter in our house, what it does? It filters whatever is required. The clean water is filtered and the dirt is kept aside. तो गंदगी अलग कर देता और साफ पानी को अलग कर देता. Same is the feature of filtering data here. The filter feature allows you to see only those records that you want to display, temporarily hiding the rest of the data from the view. So what is the use of this? जो भी data हमें चाहिए सिर्फ उसी डेटा को हमें ये शो करेगा, बाकी डेटा हमें नहीं शो करेगा. स्क्रीन पे वो रहेगा, हमारे टेबल में रहेगा, बट वो डेटा नहीं दिखेगा जो हमें नहीं चाहिए. So this is filtering the data. We can say that viewing only selected data that satisfy a given condition is known as filtering data. Filtering is different from sorting. So these two are different. Sorting means arranging in alphabetical order, in increasing order or in decreasing order, and filtering means the main thing जो हमें चाहिए, that is called filtering. Unlike sorting, filtering does not rearrange the data. So इसमें जो है data rearrange नहीं होता. To filter the data, these are the steps. We have typed the data here. We can see the data is here. Now we have to click on any cell range that you want to filter. So suppose I want to apply filter to one of the option here. So we have selected B here. House is selected here and we want to filter it. So we have to click on the filter option in the sort and filter option in the data tab. Then filter arrow appears next to the column heading. So we can see there are various columns, but here we can see small icon is made, a small arrow is made here. So where there is arrow, that means there we have applied the filter. जहाँ पे भी एरो दिखेगा इसका मतलब हमने वहाँ पे फिल्टर लगाया है. Okay. So next is click on the arrow next to the column heading to specify the condition. The drop down list provides many options for filtering data. Select the check box for the values on the basis of which you want to filter. जो भी जिस भी basis पे हमें उसे filter करना है, we have to apply that and then just click on the OK button. The list is filtered according to the chosen criteria. Data validation of data is used to restrict the cell entries within a specific range. So जो भी range है हमारी cell की उसकी data को वो restrict कर देता है. To apply data validation, follow the steps. Select the range A1 to A10. Now click on data validation option in the data tool in the data tab and then drop down list will appear. From there we have to click on the data validation option. This dialog box will appear in front of us. Now we have to click on the settings tab and in allow the whole number drop down box will come. Select the whole number option. In data drop down list box between 0 to the options are selected by default and there are 3 boxes here in the validation. The third one is the minimum text box. Type 0 in the maximum and type number 100 in the in the minimum box we have to type 0 and in the maximum box we have to type 100. Now click on the input message tab. So after clicking there, what we can see data is validated. In the title box again we have to type validation. The input message box will come in front of us. Means less than 0 will not more than 0 and less than 100 will be appeared here. Now click on the error alert tab. Type try again invalid in error message box. So when we have typed here, what will happen? If the answer is wrong, then this error message will come in front of us. So after that we have to click on the OK button. If you try to enter data beyond the specific limit in the selected range, an error message will be displayed. Click on retry to enter another value in the cell. So in this what we are doing, हमने एक जो डेटा है उसकी एक स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू लगा दी है. 15, 45, 85 इज रिटन. 100 तक की वैल्यू हम लिख सकते हैं. उससे ऊपर की अगर हम वैल्यू लिखेंगे तो एरर मैसेज आएगा. दिस इज डेटा वैलिडेशन. सो ये वी हैव रिटन 962 and it is more than 100. So this error message came in front of us. So this is the use of data validation. Adding subtotals. Subtotals help us to manage and analyze the data. To apply subtotals, the database must be sorted first. So subtotal क्या है? It helps to analyze and manage the data. Add subtotals. How can we add it? Type the data as shown in the and select the range. Click on subtotal button in the outline group in the data tab and the subtotal dialog box will appear. Then we have to select the region for each change in drop down list. To calculate the sum of sales, select sum function. For the user function, drop down from the user function drop down list. Now add subtotals. So by using this subtotals, we can make the subtotal of the given items. Drop down list, click on the sales. So we have to click on the sales from here. Now deselect the replaced current subtotal option by clicking on the checkbox. This option overrides the existing subtotal if already calculated. The summary below data check box is already marked. This option will place the total below the data of each and then we have to click on the OK button. So here is the result. We have made different names are given and we have done the subtotal of some of these. So for everything we can see it is divided into different sections by following the steps. the subtotal will be displayed as shown in the figure given. So after following the steps, what will happen? This sheet will look like this and the subtotals will be seen in the worksheet. Next is pivot table. What is it? It is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing and presenting data. So whatever data we have made, that can be consolidated, means kept in a one place, summarized, उसे छोटा कर सकते हैं, and we can present it in a good manner by using this pivot table. To create pivot table, here steps are given. Enter the data in the new worksheet and select the range. So first we have to enter the data, then we have to select the data range. Now click on the pivot table option in the tables group in the insert tab. So in the insert tab we can find this pivot table. To create pivot table dialog box, the create pivot table dialog box will appear. In the table range text box, the range is displayed that you have selected in the pivot table. So whatever range we have selected, that will be displayed there. The new worksheet radio button is selected by default, and then we have to click on the OK button. The pivot table layout is displayed on the new worksheet. The pivot table field list task pane appears on the right side of the screen. So in the right side of the screen we can see this pivot table layout is there. We have to click and drag the name field from the chosen field to add to the report pane and drop it in the rows quadrant. Now drag the product field into the columns quadrant. Drag the sales field in the value quadrant. So whatever we want to insert, all these options have to be dragged here, and next you can rearrange the data. So here we can see the pivot table is here. Now we can rearrange the data in any way you like. You can also change the table of place of buttons here, and if you don't like their placements, click on the undo button. So we can make the necessary changes by using this pivot table that we want to do in our worksheet, and if we don't like the changes, we can click on the undo button and everything will be as before. Next is goal seek. Goal seek is a wonderful feature for fixing a specific result for one cell by adjusting a value in another cell. So by using this goal seek feature, what we can do? We can fix a specific result in one cell. एक सेल में हम रिजल्ट को स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हैं एंड बाय एडजस्टिंग द वैल्यू इन अनदर सेल, और उस सेल की जो वैल्यू है हम अगले सेल में उसको एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं. हियर आर द स्टेप्स. We have to first enter the data and then click on the what if analysis option in the data tools group in the data tab. A drop down list will appear. Select goal seek option. The goal seek dialog box will appear. In set cell text box, define the cell address H12 on which the goal seek is to be applied. So here on the H12th column we have to apply here the goal seek. The goal seek is to be applied here. Okay. In this box we have to apply the this goal seek. Now type the new value 455 as a result to the new value. So here we have to apply in the H12 column, we have to type new value, and that is 455. In this box always refer to the cell that contains formula. Press the tab key and click on the cell G12. So we have to click on G12 in the worksheet. The address will appear in the by cell change text box. So here we can see the text boxes here. We can put the values here by following these steps. Now we have to click on the OK button. The goal seek status dialog box will appear on the screen displaying the target value 400 and the current value as 455. Click on the OK button. Observe the change in the H12 box. So here we can see after doing this we have to watch this H12 box and we can see the changes that we made. Now next comes conditional formatting. What is conditional formatting? It is a feature in Excel that lets you apply formatting such as cells, cell shading or font color. So by this we can change the look of the cell when the cell content satisfy a given condition, when the value of the cell meets the format condition, the selected formatting is applied to the cell, and if the value does not meet the format condition, the default formatting is used. So cell formatting में क्या होता है? We can format the data and we can allot different colors to that, and if the answer is yes, that particular color will be given, and if the answer is no, the color will change and it will give us the wrong option. Conditional formatting is a feature that allows you to set the cells format according to the condition that you have specified. So जो भी condition हमने लगाया है conditional formatting में, उसके according ही हमारा जो worksheet है वो react करेगा. So how can we apply conditional formatting? First we have to enter the data as shown in the figure. Now we have to click on the conditional formatting option in the style group in the home tab, and a list will appear. Then we have to select the required option as per the criteria you want to apply. So whatever criteria we want, we can apply that. Here we select highlight cell rules greater than. So this greater यहाँ पे लिखा गया है कि highlight cell rules greater than. So when it is greater than, the cell will be highlighted. A dialog box appear. Enter the value as specified in the formatting to be applied. In this example, enter the value as 85 and choose light red fill with dark red text as the formatting option. So we have applied the given formattings in this. Now we have to click on the OK button. Similarly, you can choose highlight red cells rules less than. So this was done for greater than, and this is to be done for the less than word. Now a dialog box will appear and we have to fill the value 75 in yellow, fill with dark yellow text as a formatting option. We have to click on the OK button. So after applying this formatting, we can see the change in our document. The cells are formatted according to the specified conditions as shown in figure given below. So we have put the formatting, and whatever number we have is specified in that for less than and for the greater than, the cells are formatted according to that. So here we can see the numbers are written, and whatever was more than, it is with red color, and less than numbers are with yellow color. Now quickly come to the recall time. A chart is a pictorial representation of data, and charts make it easier to draw comparison and analysis of growth, relationship and trends among the values in the range. Various components of charts are chart area, category axis, value axis, data series axis, tiles, chart tiles and many more. Sorting means arranging data either in the ascending or the descending order in the worksheet, and it can be sorted in rows on the basis of text, numbers or dates also. The filter feature allows you to see only those records that you want to display, temporarily hiding the rest of the data from view. Data validation is used to restrict the cell entries within a specific range, and subtotal helps us to manage and analyze the data. Pivot table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing and presenting data. Goal seek is a wonderful feature for fixing a specific result for one cell by adjusting the value in another cell. Conditional formatting is a feature in Excel that lets you apply formatting such as cell shading or font color to a cell only when the cell content satisfy a given condition. Now let's quickly come to the book exercise. Which are the following charts, plots, data series as ring? So donut chart is used here. Which component in the chart depict the color, pattern and symbol assigned to the data series? Legend. Which feature is used in to set a specific result from one cell by adjusting a value to the another cell goal seek. Name the special window that displays data when you insert a chart. So what is that? It is data sheet. Which feature allows us to arrange the given data according to the particular field, either in an ascending or in the descending order. So this can be done by sort feature. So children, this was the correct answer. Now let's come to the next exercise, that is fill in the blanks. Dash are the bars, slices and other elements that represent the data value. So the correct answer is data series. Write down data series. A dash is a pictorial representation of data. So a chart is a pictorial representation. Next, dash means arranging data either in the ascending or descending order. So it is sorting. Fourth one is dash is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing and presenting data. So for doing this we use the pivot table. Dash is used to restrict the cell entries within a specific range. So data validation is used here. Data validation. Now true false. When the data changes, the chart is updated automatically. Yes, true. Category axis is the horizontal axis of the chart. Yes, true. Next, value axis is also known as x-axis. No, it is known as y-axis. Filtering means sorting data. No, filtering is other than sorting, and you can sort data only in ascending order in the worksheet. No, this is also false. We can arrange the data in different orders, ascending, descending and many more ways. So these were the true false. Now children, let's come quickly to the question and answers. What is a chart? And name some components of a chart. So chart is the pictorial representation of data, and some of the components of chart are chart area, then grid lines and legends, etc. These all are the components of chart. Now how is column chart different from a bar chart? So the column chart, the main difference between the column chart and the bar chart is, column chart all the items are arranged in the horizontal bars are made, and in the bar chart all the items are made in vertical bars. So this is the main difference between these two charts. What is the use of sorting feature in Excel? So sorting means arranging data in ascending or the descending order. So we can arrange the data from ascending to descending or from descending to ascending with this sorting feature of MS Excel. State the use of pivot table. So pivot table is the consolidating, summarizing and presenting of the data in a proper manner. So these all features are there in a pivot table. With this we can make or summarize a pivot table in a very easy manner. And if you don't like the changes that we have made, we can use the undo button here. What is sorting? How is sorting different from filtering data in Excel? So as I told, that sorting is arranging the data from alphabetical order, in ascending order or descending order, but in this filtering, by using the filters we can select the data, and that data can only be displayed that we want to display on our screen. So, this is the main use of filtering. By using this, we can display the data that we want to display on our screen. Rest data also will be there, but it will not be visible to us. So, this is the basic difference between sorting and filtering. So, children, this was all for today. We have learned many other things in MS Excel, and I hope that you will practice all these things that we have learned in this chapter, that is to be done physically on your computer. So, this was all for today, children. Let's meet in the next class. Till then, stay elated. Thank you.